Hello there. Why is it that Remain campaigners are so intent on chaining the UK economy to the flagging Eurozone? Last Thursday, the European Central Bank decided to restart its efforts to stimulate the struggling Eurozone economy in the face of an economic slowdown and the risk of deflation. The Eurozone inflation rate has dropped from 2.2% last year to just 1% in July this year. To combat this, firstly, the ECB has further reduced the bank's deposit rate from minus 0.4% to minus 0.5%. This means that any banks depositing money into the ECB will be charged more for doing so. This is to encourage them to invest or lend the money elsewhere instead. That banks are still opting to pay to put their depositors' money into the ECB tells you a lot about the state of the Eurozone economy. Further, in its press release, the ECB said, "The Governing Council now expects the key ECB interest rates to remain at their present or lower levels until it has seen the inflation outlook robustly converge to a level sufficiently close to, but below 2% within its projection horizon, and such convergence has been consistently reflected in underlying inflation dynamics." That does not sound like a short-term solution to me. And bear in mind this negative interest rate has been in place and gradually getting lower since it first dropped to minus 0.1% in June 2014. And secondly, the ECB has restarted its Asset Purchase Programme, or APP, at a rate of €20 billion a month. What the bank does is print money, then use it to buy up private and public sector debt securities, hoping that the cash going into the Eurozone will get banks lending and people spending. Trouble is, the last time they did this, the ECB went at the rate of €60 billion a month, and the Eurozone is still flagging. But the ECB is persisting with it and said, "The Governing Council expects them to run for as long as necessary to reinforce the accommodative impact of its policy rates and to end shortly before it starts raising the key ECB interest rates." So how long will that take? But it may be that the ECB no longer has the monetary firepower to stave off the downturn on its own. Euractiv.com reports that the current ECB president, Mario Draghi, who is soon to be replaced by the former IMF head Christine Lagarde, as well as the EU Commission and as well as some of the other Eurozone member states, has called on those countries that have the fiscal headroom to do it to start spending by investing in infrastructure. What that means is that the Eurozone member states that can must tax and or borrow more money to spend it so as to stimulate demand in their countries via projects that those from other member states can bid for and benefit from. And this is how society ends up with huge, expensive white elephants. But the FT says that the Eurozone is turning into a two-speed economy. Not really news, but you may be surprised to hear that it is the countries with the highest domestic demand, like France, that are doing well. But those that rely on exports, such as Germany and Italy, are struggling while the US-China trade war continues. And here's the thing. Wasn't the EU and Eurozone supposedly constructed to protect us all from the economic ravages of the US and China? And the Eurocrats' answer to all of this will probably be calls for more European Union, more rules, more regulations and more red tape. Anyway, things are not looking too rosy across the English Channel. Don't you think it's high time someone in the UK started talking about the UK leaving the EU? Or should we stay and prop it up with UK money? Now here's a little snippet of news for you, especially the fear-mongering Remainers out there. Someone with the Twitter handle 1703John asked the UK's largest insulin provider, Novo Nordisk, about the future of insulin supplies in the UK and received this answer from the company's official Twitter account. Hi. As the UK's largest insulin supplier, we've been planning for Brexit for the last 4 years. We've increased our stock of insulin and have planned to ensure a continued supply for patients in the event of a no deal. For more info, contact my colleagues. And left their website details. Now one assumes that the press has been in contact with this company in order to confirm the Project Fear, Operation Yellowhammer doom and destruction stuff. So why don't they publish what companies like this are telling them? Had this company even hinted that there might be a problem, it would be wall-to-wall headline news, wouldn't it? Anyway, what do you think? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.